Good evening. Welcome to the first edition of the European Startup Prize for Mobility. This is the first edition, hopefully, out of many. My name is Dan Sobowitz, and I'll be your host for tonight. We have a very rich evening ahead of us. We'll be hearing from commissioners, from CEOs, from ministers, from explorers, even from one UN envoy who is a famous former Formula One driver. But most importantly, we are here because 10 startups have been selected as finalists out of almost 500 from all across Europe to come here and to pitch tonight, and for us and for the judges to choose who will be this year's winners of the EU Startup Prize. Now, no one will be a loser tonight because all 10 are going to travel across Europe to 4 different European destinations to present their technologies. So sit back, but please don't relax. You have a lot of work to do tonight as the audience here. First, we're live on Facebook, so there are also people watching us from home. Of course, there's a Twitter wall right there, and we have a hashtag EUSP for mobility. After each of the pitches, I'll also invite you to vote what you thought about them, but I'll explain that as we get there. And of course, there are so many brilliant minds in the room tonight that it's also an opportunity for you to network with each other. There will be some bubbles and some food afterwards. But in order to find out who's in the room and who you might be interested in, if you haven't done so yet, there's an app, the European Startup Prize Mobility app, both on iOS and on Android. Even if you traveled from somewhere else in Europe, there's no problem. We have free roaming in Europe, so you can still download it. And that would allow you, just like on any other dating site, you can slide right or left, and if somebody wants to talk to you, and if they want to have a little champagne date with you afterwards, that would allow you to do it. It would also allow you to see the tweets, and it would allow you to vote. So I'm studying the app. Before we start the evening, I'd like to thank the European Parliament and the European Commission for offering their patronage for us tonight. I'd like to thank our co-founders, the Boston Consulting Group and Via ID. I'd like to thank our European partners, Europcar, GRDF, Grimaldi, Groupe ADP, our partners, Carbon 4, Secra, Ertico, Eurotunnel, Molengeek, Numa, Oscaro, Parallel, Groupe RATP, SNCF, and UJET. So there's quite a few of them. Yes. And finally, let me also thank our graphic designers, les Improductibles. Let me thank Sésame. Yes, they all deserve it. Sésame, who helped us circulate the word to startups around Europe so that they can apply. And let me also thank your agency for the work on PR. So as you can see, many people were involved in this big production. But there's one person who started the whole thing. And that person would like to say a word of hello to you. And I'm referring to the chairwoman of the Transport and Tourism Committee of the European Parliament, Karima Delli. Please join us to say hello. But before you say hello, a little favor to ask you. Wait a second. We're going to do a little selfie with the audience.
Just one?
Come on, just one.
Just one. It better be good, huh?
We're not exactly up. Let's do also a little video so we see the whole building. Wait a second.
Does that work?
That does work. Everything works tonight.
Okay.
Voila. And the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, hello everybody. Thank you for coming here today to celebrate the first edition of the European Startup Prize for Mobility. We are here today to spotlight the future leader in Europe. So I'm very proud to welcome such a prestigious group of people to support this prize, including the European Commission, in particular, Mrs. Bulch Violeta, my dear, not colleague, friend. Thank you to be here. The European Parliament. I don't know if my colleague Wim van der Kom is here. Come on, thank you, Wim. Yeah, we have a lot of public, private partners, expert of the jury. Where is the godfather of this prize, Mr. Mazzella? Where is he? I don't know where is he. And we have 3 special guests. Mr. Bertrand Picard, thank you to be here. Mr. Jean Todt, I don't know where is he, Mr. Jean Todt.
I'm being told now that he's on his way in 5 minutes.
Okay, great. and the last but not the least, the French Minister of the Digital, Mr. Mounir Majouli. Yeah, so really, thank you for trusting us to make this prize a success, really. So, did you know 60% of all European startups are building solution, product, and innovation for mobility? Yes, that's the reason why our ambitious is to connect 28 European tech hubs, because it's now to prove Europe is a new playground for innovation. Because in Europe, we have everything to create tomorrow European Silicon Valley, including local authorities, universities, partners, accelerators, VCs. So, ladies and gentlemen, please remember, this prize is not just a piece of paper. This prize is a revolution, and this revolution starts with you tonight. Thank you.